Hello friends, welcome to our channel. I am Ashish and in this video I will be telling you about the nervous system. So let us introduce ourselves to what is actually this nervous system. So nervous system is a chief controlling and coordinating system of our body. So it not only controls the actions we perform but also coordinates it in a very specific manner. So it is a chief controlling and coordinating system of our body. So that these two words, controlling and coordinating, are the key words when you define the word nervous system. So when we talk about the nervous system, we have a plethora of things to study, whether it's, you will know in the later part of the video how it is classified and what are the components of the nervous system. So you have to study in detail about the anatomy as well as the physiology of the nervous system. This playlist deals not only with the anatomy but also with the physiology of the nervous system and what you have to actually write in your examination. So नर्वस सिस्टम जो है अपनी बॉडी का सबसे ज़्यादा डेवलप सिस्टम है. तो अपनी बॉडी का सबसे डेवलप सिस्टम कौन सा है? दैट इज द नर्वस सिस्टम. इज अ हाईली डेवलप सिस्टम ऑफ अ बॉडी दैट कंट्रोल्स द डिफरेंट वर्क द बॉडी परफॉर्म्स. बट इसकी जो कीमत चुकानी पड़ी नर्वस सिस्टम को है, दैट इज़ द लॉस ऑफ पावर ऑफ रिजनरेशन. सी द एपिथेलियल सेल्स हैव ए tremendous high power of regeneration. Means every day the layer of your skin is getting damaged and getting regenerated in the count of millions and thousands. But the nervous system, though it's the most modified and the most developed system, has lost the power of regeneration in order to perform the functions in a very specified and a elaborative manner. So nervous system includes the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system that we all discussed, but the functional unit of nervous systems are. So what is the functional unit of nervous system? Functional unit. So what is, you understand the term functional unit? See, suppose there is a wall. So in wall the functional unit is a single brick which arranged in a specific manner in the counts of tens to hundreds to coordinate the function it performs of supporting the room. So in the case of a wall, the function unit is a brick, but in the case of the nervous system, we have a specified and highly developed one cell that is called the neuron. So neuron is the function unit of the nervous system and is supported by the neuroglia. So in the upcoming videos we'll see about the neuron and the what are this neuroglia or the supporting cells of the nervous system. First let us see something about the brain. You know, the brain actually weighs around 1400 grams, but it's actually felt only 50 grams due to the presence of the cerebrospinal fluid. So CSF, in which the brain floats in a liquid called the CSF, that makes from the tremendous 1.4 kg to just 50 grams, so that you nearly feel the weight of the brain. The nervous system is divided into two parts on the basis of anatomy and the physiological function. Divided into two parts. What are they? पहला है, we have the central nervous system, and second we have the peripheral nervous system. So what is the CNS or the central nervous system? It is the chief controlling. जैसे सपोज इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पावर प्लांट होता है, तो CNS क्या है? वो electricity generating plant or the electricity generator thermal power plant, and those overhead wires that carry the generated electricity are included in the PNS. So suppose this is electric thermal power plant. So this plant which generates electricity is actually the central nervous system, and from here to all the houses that are the different viscera and organs, the transmission wires are the peripheral nervous system. So you can understand in this very simplified manner, the power generating system is the central nervous system, and the carrying system to the viscera or organs or different parts of the body are the peripheral nervous system. So CNS includes basically two things, that is the brain and spinal cord. Okay, we have two components in the case of central nervous system. brain and the spinal cord. This transmission wires is actually of again two types, that is the somatic nervous system and autonomic nervous system. So what is the difference between the two? Somatic nervous system consists of wires or the nerves that supplies to the viscera that we can control, okay, like the skeletal muscles. But there are some wires or some nerves that supplies to viscera or organs that we can't control. So these are included in the autonomic nervous system. So somatic nervous system is the voluntary part and autonomic nervous system is the involuntary part. The somatic nervous system consists of 12 pairs of cranial nerves and 31 pairs of spinal nerves. Just you should go through once the whole video, but end the separate video discussing about each of the part in detail. And the involuntary autonomic nervous system consists of two that you might be knowing, parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system. So let us see about what is the component of the nervous system. So actually it is made up of a neuron, and neuron consists of cell body or soma, which is also called the perikaryon. So this is a soma or the cell body that houses the nucleus. Here we have the dendrites, and down inward we have the axon. Okay, so the group of soma constitute the nucleus or the gray matter, and group of the axon constitute the white matter. So the nervous system is actually made up of two parts, that is specifically let's start with the central nervous system, because peripheral nervous system basically contains the axons and the nerve fibers. So the central nervous system is basically made up of two components, that is the gray matter and white matter. So what is this gray matter? Gray matter is nothing but the collection of group of soma or the cell body of neuron cell body, and white matter is the bundles of axons. So the layout of the gray and white matter is in a very specified manner. When I talk about the brain and spinal cord, in brain outside we have the gray matter and inner part, gray matter is outside, and inner part we have the white matter inside, and it's opposite in the case of the spinal cord. In spinal cord we have the white matter outside and gray matter inside. Gray matter is inside and white matter is outside. So suppose the brain is like a cube. So the outer part, if you see in a cross section, the outer part is made up of gray matter, all the cell body, group of cell body, and the inner part is constituted of the white matter. And it's opposite in the case of the spinal cord. In spinal cord, in the periphery part we have the white matter, और inside हमारे पास क्या है, center part में हमारे पास क्या है, we have the gray matter which is arranged in a specified butterfly shaped manner. So the structures of all the parts of the CNS are arranged in a group of two layers, that is the outer gray matter and inner white matter, which is opposite in the case of the spinal cord. The central nervous system is surrounded by a layer of meninges. So this is the brain which continues as the spinal cord, and it is surrounded by layers of meninges or the brain coverings. We have three brain meninges or coverings, that are the pia mater, arachnoid matter and dura mater. So you can remember by the mnemonic pad, we have three meninges or the coverings of the central nervous system, that is the pia mater, arachnoid matter and dura mater. We have see it in detail in the upcoming videos. And it is the central nervous system, the brain part is enclosed within the skull, and the spinal cord is enclosed within the vertebral canal. So this was just the introductory video to the nervous system. In next part we'll see the parts of the brain and how they are developed. So let me just tell you what are the parts of the brain. Brain consists of three. When the brain develops, it consists of three swellings or the three primary vesicles, that are the prosencephalon, mesencephalon, and rhombencephalon. The prosencephalon is again divided into two parts, Telian and Dian. Mesencephalon includes the midbrain. Prosencephalon means the forebrain, and rhombencephalon means the hindbrain, that consists of medulla oblongata, pons, and cerebellum. As I told you, prosencephalon divided into two, Telian and Dian. Telian consists of the cerebral hemisphere and the basal ganglia, and the diencephalon consists of thalamus and all its related structure, that may be the hypothalamus, metathalamus, subthalamus, and other related structures. So let's see the development of the brain in the next video. So if you like the video, please hit the like button and do subscribe and share channel. Thanks for watching.